morning, my name's Ann Wasser and I have the pleasure of being the director out here at Severson Dells Nature Center. Welcome and thank you for coming to Breakfast in Bed for the Dells. We really appreciate you taking the time to see what we've been up to this year and what we're looking forward to for the future. As you well know, this year has been a year like no other. We found ourselves in uncharted waters. But I don't know about you, but I've taken the opportunity to get outside and spend some time in nature. That welcoming, beautiful presence that nature has and the respite that it provides has been just a gentle reminder of how important places like this are. The last 6 months has been a not so gentle reminder to slow down and reconnect with the people and places that are important. This summer, Severson has been a unique part of people doing just that. We've had individuals, couples, families coming out to enjoy nature, slow down, connect with each other, socially distant of course, and connecting with the land. It's been a unique experience to watch people that have coming out here for the first time or those that have been coming out here for decades. It's funny, you have this love affair with this place. Those of you that have been coming out here for years know that feeling. You feel it in your gut. But it's fun to watch new people come out and it's their first date with Severson Dells, and we're looking forward to their second date as they develop their love affair with this place too. As we work to nurture these relationships with Severson Dells and nature more broadly, the Severson staff have talked a lot about who we serve and who we could serve, but also think about programming for the long term. What are we best suited to do? What makes the most sense for our community, our staff, and our volunteers? How can we make the greatest impact? Our job as we knock on the doors of 45 years in operation is to provide programs for all people to participate, as nature should be for everyone. We've started down the road to broadening participation through partnerships and programs. An effort that I'm uniquely proud of is the new partnership we have with our local Boys and Girls Club. Last fall, Ben and Holly, two of our new Americorps members, piloted a program with the Fairgrounds Club where they went to the club one day a week after school to work with their kindergarten through second graders because they didn't have a special program for that age group yet. And within 3 weeks, Holly was begging me to please let us go back a second day a week because the older elementary school kids keep poking their heads in and they want to participate too. So within a matter of 5 weeks, we went from a small group of kids to 2 small groups of kids to having more kids peeking around doorways trying to see if they can get in. But the best was when they had their first field trip out here, and it was an empowering moment both for the students to be able to apply what they'd learned at the club, but also for Ben and Holly as educators. Not 5 minutes after the start of their hike, there was one of our barred owls right there for the kids to see, and for Holly especially to see. She had never seen one up close, and her excitement oozed into the kids' excitement. This program had really hit its stride when COVID forced the closure of the clubs. But we're excited to report that there are plans to restart this program later in the fall. While that piece of our community building has been put on pause, Severson staff have been working hard at other programs to help stay connected with our community, but also with nature. One really unique way that we've done this, Jesse and Don Miller started the Shelter in Place reading group. It has been a wonderful way to have amazing conversations around natural history, climate change, native peoples, access to public land. We've run the gamut on topics, and we've had some really insightful, thoughtful conversations, things that have sat with me for months after the fact. But more than that, there's been a community built there, and we are so grateful for them and for that group each week as a way to stay grounded and centered in the work that we do. Other programs that helped keep us connected to the community and to nature include the virtual wildflower walks and the small group hikes that we schedule over the summer. This spring, we had 11 virtual wildflower walks. Thank you so much to all of the volunteers that helped lead those walks, and to all of the Severson staff and to Charles Johansson for helping edit all those videos. It was a lot of content, but We reached so many more people than we do with our in-person hikes. We received a number of suggestions that we keep doing these videos for folks that aren't physically able to get out and enjoy the trails but still want to see and learn about our local wildflowers. A silver lining in an unforeseen adaptation to one of our favorite programs. The small group hikes led by our Americorps members at different forest preserves around the county developed a small community of their own. There was kind of the returning group that would come back week after week, whether it was a birding walk or a summer wildflower walk. They got a chance to get to know each other, and this wouldn't have been possible without our Americorps members. They've brought so much to the nature center, but also to our local nature community, whether they are helping support citizen science efforts across the forest preserve, leading education programs, or supporting natural resource management here at Severson Dells, across the forest preserves, at Boone County Conservation District, DeKalb Forest Preserve, and the Natural Land Institute. We are gaining so much from their time here, but they are also gaining as well in their professional skills as they move forward in their careers. In 2021, Severson Dells will celebrate 45 years. And there is no shortage of lore about this place, whether it's the early days with Vicki Nuzzo and John Alessandrini, or the long tenure of the one and only Don Miller. With these leaders and the staff and volunteers that worked with them, they created so many stories here for so many generations of families. And we are excited that we will have the opportunity to continue to add to that storybook and expand it a little more. This last August, the Forest Preserves of Winnebago County closed on the R. Robert Funderburg Forest Preserve, just next door to Severson Dells. It's 868.6 acres of forest and creeks, and there's farmland to be restored into oak savanna and prairies, and it'll be a stunning place for us to do more nature education. We can't wait to get you guys out there to see the beauty and the possibilities to come. This new forest preserve adds to the complex of natural areas that Severson is connected to. With this addition, there will now be almost 1,700 acres of contiguous natural area, which will undoubtedly support countless plant and animal communities. While 2020 has thrown us a continuous stream of curveballs, it's also thrown us an anchor in a good way. It's grounded us in a shared experience and reminded us to find beauty in the little things. At the end of August, Severson hosted the second dance at the Dells, and it's an absolutely stunning experience. Last year, I wasn't sure what to expect the first time around, and I was absolutely blown away. This year, it had a very different feeling, the feeling of community, the beauty in the lines, people being engaged in art, and missing that experience of community art. And as you can tell, I get a little bit emotional talking about it because I welled up during the performance a number of times, looking at the beauty in the dance, but also the beauty of the community, both human and natural, coming together in the most amazing way. Thank you so much for being a part of the Severson Dells community in whatever way you choose to participate. We are so grateful for all that you do as donors, as volunteers, as visitors. You inspire the work we do every day. We really this year could use your support. We have a generous gift from the Severson family and a number of other community members. They are going to match your donation dollar for dollar up to $25,000. So that means $50,000 to support nature education locally in your neighborhood. We really could use your support this year, so please consider giving a donation. I know it's been financially hard for some of you, and we appreciate that. We would love to just have you come out and visit, but for those that have the means, please consider contributing today. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you out soon. Hopefully you'll come out and enjoy the fall colors with us.